Hi there guys, Sam here. Welcome to another video where I go through the latest images, the new 2020 Tiguan R. So yeah, I'll get straight into the video really. So yes, thank you once again for joining me for another video. I hope everyone is well. And recent information has come out on the Tiguan R. VW have announced a lot more about it, a lot more about the technical side of the car, which I'll go into a little bit as well. But I just wanted to go through some of the latest images, and to be honest with you, this is the first time I'm going through and looking at them, so we can kind of do it together basically, and yeah, see what everyone thinks. So yeah, let's get straight into it and go through these images. Okay, so yeah, the first image, as you can see here, of Tiguan R, obviously in sort of showroom condition, quite large alloy wheels as well, and you can just about tell the Akrapovic exhaust, which we'll see better images of later on. You also get to see the new R badge, which has been sort of designed as a little bit more, yeah, I guess a little bit more in italics. It's, yeah, trying to change its way. And if you're not familiar with my channel, I have an old, well, I'd say old, a Mark 7 Golf R, originally kind of the only sort of R model in VW's fleet, other than their sort of R line sort of performance variants. Now they're sort of bringing out a whole fleet of full fat R models. So this Tiguan R has the same EA888 engine with around 320 brake horsepower, so plenty of performance, 4Motion, 4-wheel drive, bigger performance brakes, yeah, in a larger package, and actually a package which is far more usable for. It's quite exciting that they've made it into this platform with a VW badge on it. From this particular image, yeah, it looks quite stylish. I like the color. It's similar to the one that I've done on the Mark 8 Golf R, which I showed yesterday. You know, check out that video from the link above. And it certainly is unique from that standpoint. The next image, you get to see a closer up of the brakes. So drilled disc brakes, similar to a Club Sport S, which was actually one of the fastest cars around the front wheel drive cars around the Nürburgring. So it kind of tells you how good those brakes are. And yeah, you get the R badge as well with painted blue brake calipers, which I believe this is going to be some sort of optional extra personally on the car, and this being some sort of performance pack added to the car, but we'll have to wait and see. Next image as well, you get a little bit of the R interior as well, and as this is a Tiguan, they're trying to step it up a little bit more from the Golf. So although this is a DSG transmission, the 7-speed, it hasn't got sort of like the small tiny knob that you get in the Golf. You get an actual full-size stick. So those are just some of the things to try and just differentiate the price and differentiate the actual R models, which is what I was talking about sort of in previous videos as well, because ultimately this does come at a higher price point than a Golf R, for example. This car, expect it to be, particularly with options like this one, around the £45,000 mark, to be honest with you, if not rising a little bit more. That's just my kind of estimate on it. And it's actually a really well-selling model, so it's good to kind of get the top of a range of this kind of model if that's what you're into, and it's certainly a cool car. Next image, you get the front of the Tiguan. It certainly stands out a lot more than other cars. It actually looks quite sleek, actually, the way it all sort of blends into the actual car. The wheels look nice as well, and the front grille certainly looks quite menacing. Yeah, you wouldn't necessarily think you're not in sort of like a high-performance SUV. At the same time, it can still sort of slip under the radar, the silver parts, and obviously if you got it in grey or something, it would. At the back of the car, the cool Akrapovic exhaust. So yeah, an optional extra which you could get on the Mark 7 Golf R. Believed it cost around £3,000 as an optional extra. Not too sure if it's going to be an option on here. I assume it will be, or how much it will cost, and actually how much noise it will actually make because of the OPF filters and other parts which are ultimately strangling the noise out of cars due to emissions and yeah, other regulations like that. It'll be interesting to see what it's going to be like. Maybe Akrapovic have come up with a way around it by now, but we'll have to see. They certainly look stylish anyway, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they sound like when it comes out. You get the gloss black grille as well, shown at the back, most likely going to be plastic, but it looks quite cool in these photos. A little bit of the interior then, so just, yeah, a tiny bit of what you get on the touch buttons and how to change the temperature control. Yeah, trying to make it all sleek and into the modern age, but sometimes, you know, you just need a button to kind of deal with things. So yeah, interesting to see. It certainly looks stylish anyhow. Next image, a little bit closer up with the R steering wheel. It looks a little bit more sleeker than, say, the Mark 7 Golf R, basically. It's got a little bit more style to it in that sense. It was very hard to tell an R apart from any other car. This is trying a little bit harder, but not too much harder. It certainly looks cool from those quirky images. So there you go, the Tiguan R. Let me know your thoughts in the comments what you think about this car. Is it something that you'd be interested in? Certainly more of a family car than, say, even a Golf R, which, to be honest, is also a family car. But yeah, you get the higher driving position. It's certainly got the performance to match. It's going to have a slightly firmer ride than your normal sort of Tiguan, but it's not going to be anything too bad. Ultimately, it's raised up because it's an SUV. I think it looks quite cool, and it's cool that they're bringing it to this kind of market. You know, I think it's a popular car, and I'm sure it will sell very well. And these images, yeah, certainly doesn't take anything away from that sort of fact. But yeah, really interested to know your thoughts in the comments. Please let me know what you think about the Tiguan R. And yeah, we'll have to see more when it comes out, and subscribe for plenty more content to come. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys.